dated the 10th of February, yesterday, 2011.
Here's Australia's chronic psychopathic polyterrorist, Amanda RISHWORTH, infringing Australian consumer law, practising professional, misleading or deceptive conduct to give the outward false impression she might be empathetic towards persons with significant medical concerns who are in the minority.
Okay, this is on very antiquated equipment. The stand's shaky and I'm shaky. You can see the post date, which is also blurred. It's about the 23rd of May 2017, maybe 26th of May 2017 probably. It's come from our Federal Member of Parliament, Miss Amanda RISHWORTH, in the electorate of Kingston, which is my electorate. And the letter is addressed to me. I get the letter. I like to staple everything together. See Miss RISHWORTH's lovely letterhead and letter. You can see it's a letter. Original letter. It's not been forged. And I'll read it. I'll try to do it quickly. Dated 23rd of May. Dear Miss Francis, thank you for contacting my office about alleged Medicare fraud by providers relating to intentionally negligent reporting of radiology imaging. Medicare fraud is a very serious issue, which is why I strongly encourage you to report any alleged fraud, to have it investigated appropriately, and to ensure Australia's world-class universal healthcare system, which presumably means the universe, is preserved for future generations. I have enclosed information about reporting Medicare fraud directly to Medicare or to, in case you haven't caught up, the Office of the Inspector General. Yours sincerely, Amanda RISHWORTH, signature. I don't know whether it's real or whether it's computer orientated. Whoever, she has sanctioned her letters to be signed in this way, whether it's a computer signature or not. So presumably she has read this, because if the signature is acknowledgement that she has read the document. So let's go back here. There is no Office of the Inspector General in Australia. There is none. So let's look at the attachment. The attachment is for Medicare America. So the staff and Miss RISHWORTH have advised me to contact the Office of the Inspector General in America in relation to serious universal Medicare problems in Australia, which is obviously dealt with in America. So we wonder why, you wonder why I can't get a resolution to this Medicare fraud. I've written to the Medicare office and they've done something similar to this, except they didn't refer me to America. They just basically told me to kiss my ass. This is how our government is dealing with Medicare fraud, because it's our government who is facilitating Medicare fraud for political purposes.
Here's polyterrorist Amanda RISHWORTH posing with her clueless family to publicly reaffirm the false belief she's a caring mother and wife. If she truly was, she'd devote her political life to eradicating terrorism in the Australian federal government, to which she was elected as parliamentarian on the back of Labor's terrorist HORDE. This is me on what looks like a business card. On my right is a screw-shaped item that was seen in 2012 MRI images and was not reported in the report. As a matter of fact, the images were cropped in half, so as that is in fact twice the size as you see there. It represents quite a large item inside my head. It's been screwed into my skull in the vicinity of my left ear. It's caused ringing sounds in my ear. It's caused vibrations in the entire left side of my head that actually must be connected to implants going down my spine, because the vibrations and the electrical sparking continue down my spine and extend to the very top of my head, where there's illegal implants there that were inserted in about 1997 and left me with bloody gaping wounds on the top of my head when I woke up, and a bleeding ear and a bleeding nose. And on the right side of the image, or my left side, is the infection that was picked up in MRI around the screw-shaped item. You'll see the squiggly part on the right side, on your right side of the image, is my ear. So that's the full shape of the implant, and that's the full shape of the screw, which is twice the size as what you see on the left. The one on the right, the infection was described in radiology as a lesion. It was not described as an infection. The one on the left was not described at all. Not at all. And this is the Medicare fraud that I asked RISHWORTH and many others in the South Australian government to investigate, including the police and including federal police, and I'm completely ignored. Here's terrorist Amanda RISHWORTH from Kingston Federal Electorate, Australia. Once again, this is her local newsletter for her electorate that was posted out to electors or dropped in the letterbox from the postie. This is her with the owners of a medical centre that I used to attend, who banned me from the clinic because I complained about the negligence of one of their physicians, who refused to refer me to specialists to have the illegal implants removed, and who banned me from the clinic when I presented with an infection in the side of my head, which caused the side of my head to be bright red, and who, like other physicians and medical practices in the area, completely refused to give me penicillin for the infection. This was 2011, 2012. And this is RISHWORTH here, seen photographed, because she has donated or granted up to $100,000 between 4 medical practices in the area for medical services, when in reality it's a bribe to assure that they don't treat people that have a conflict of interest with the Labor Party government. This is terrorism in action. So don't be fooled by their innocent-looking faces. These hideously grinning horde puppets each have the brain of a hardened psychopathic terrorist.